pinch you. I know you don't do a lot of this, so I appreciate you taking the time to sit down. Talk about being here and being in the spotlight, because I know that's not your deal. Is it fun? Is it disconcerting?
Well, it's a little of both. You know, it's a little bit fun, but it's a little bit disconcerting. I'm used to it.
Yeah.
You know, I know what the game is.
Talk about this project, just kind of in talking to Peter, just the time spent last couple of years working with him, just what the experience has been like and how gratifying, how important.
I have really enjoyed working with him. He's a great artist, and I really respect the amount of care and time he put into this. I couldn't, you know, when it was brought up that he was interested, I was really interested in that because I've always seen him as kind of a maverick in the film industry. And he's also a great biographer. If you've read his Orson Welles stuff and all that, he's really great. So he came into it and really educated himself about us, spent a lot of time with us, and he just broke his back working. And I helped him as much as I could with the music and, you know, point him, okay, there's a good performance in 78 over here, you know, and then mix the music. There was 160 music cues in this film, you know, to get put into surround sound, and we had to dig it. We dug out a lot of stuff that had never been out before, so it's been a long project that I've looked in on, you know, come in and gone away, but he's been in the trenches the whole time. And it's a big night for Peter. I saw the film a couple of weeks ago, and I was just, the band and I saw, we were overwhelmed by it.
What's it like? What kind of things go through your head when you're watching yourself through the years? Is it nostalgic? Is it cathartic? Is it therapeutic? Is it?
It's all those things, you know. It's all those things. And I try, you know, I left the film kind of going, God, I don't even know if I want to think about this very long, because you don't want to carry your past around on your back, you know, but in a way it's kind of freeing, like, okay, well, there's that part of it, now we can cut that loose and move on. And we've never been nostalgic kind of people. But I'm very glad that the story's finally been told, because we'd never really told the whole story of what happened to us. And it's an unusual story, and now some sort of document exists, so I feel good on that level.
Are you kind of conscious of kind of the thirst, maybe, the fans over the years that haven't seen a lot of this and haven't seen you talk a lot? It must be to finally give this to people that care about what you do and care about your music, now to put this out there.
Yeah, it's great to the fans are they're just the most dedicated, wonderful people. That they still come after all these years, just touches us every night, you know, and that younger ones keep coming in. That's just, I feel on top of the world about that, and I'm really glad if we're giving them something that they're going to enjoy, and I think they will. I'm really glad to be able to do it.
Bobby, our sound guy, made an obvious point, but a relevant one. On the way over here, is who doesn't like Tom Petty? It's something that you think about, and Peter kind of suggested. Is that nice, kind of knowing that throughout the years you have all generations do respond to something that you do? Can you point your maybe finger on what you think that is?
I think it's because we've never, maybe I'm wrong, but I think it's just because we've always just been ourselves. You know, we've been a rock and roll band. We've never tried to be anything more than that. We've never really tried to work the showbiz machine or capitalize on it. We've probably done the least amount of promotion of any major act in the world, but it wasn't a big plan. It was just our nature, you know. And I'm quite happy to just make music, really, you know, and be known for that. And that more and more people keep coming in. The crowds are bigger than ever and younger than ever. And that's more than I have the right to ask for.
Looking back at high points, certain people, obvious names maybe you work with, or certain moments that after you being part of this film kind of stand out, like, wow, I did that, I pulled that off, certain things.
That first trip out to California is pretty amazing in the movie, and it's all on film. So that impressed me, that we were that enterprising at that age, you know. And you'll see in the movie there are times when we get hit in the forehead pretty hard, you know, with life's big shovel, and we get right back up and keep going. You know.
And lastly, I know that you've already given me the wrap, but keep going. Now that this chapter's behind you and people are going to enjoy this, talk about what's next for Tom Petty.
Well, what's next right away is I've done an album with the band I started out with in the 70s, Mudcrutch. And we're not supposed to talk about it yet, but we've just done that, and that's come out better than I ever dreamed it would. And I had more fun than I should be allowed to at my age.
Best thing about rock and roll for you today?
Best thing about it? It's freeing. You know, they just can't lock it up. It's a free thing.
Very good, Tom.
Okay.
Real pleasure. Real pleasure.
Thank you.
Mike, can I get you to sign this?
Sure.
Hold on, Tom.
Hang on.